He is coming. In this game, you'll roam around the procedurally generated map while you defeat monsters and collect loot, all to power yourself up to defeat the boss at the end of the first few nights. And in this game, you'll die a lot. And I mean a lot. And then you'll die some more. And more. And more. Until eventually you'll start one run where you don't just get slammed at the beginning and you get a chance to build your character. You're then left with multiple choices. Do you go down the route of building speed, armor, or just raw damage? There's multiple points of interest in this game, such as blacksmith anvils, which lets you add a special ability to your weapon. You also have hero graves, which give you a high leveled item, and other things such as a rest site that heals your health overnight, a fortune teller that lets you pick one of 3 choices, a golem that can combine 2 lower quality items into one good item, a tower that lets you see more of the map, a cauldron that can combine 2 different food items, but most importantly you can find the merchant, which lets you spend gold to then buy the strongest items in the game, or maybe an item you need to complete your set. In my opinion, it's the best strategy to farm money and then fish out particular items you need instead of trying to find them in chests, because you're just not going to find them. So right now I currently have the Elderwood Rod and I'm looking for the Elderwood Necklace, and I come to this wandering merchant and there we go, I have the Elderwood Mask set, which is one of the strongest sets in the game if you can make it work, and it doubles your base attack, speed and armor. So my next goal here is to just run around the map, try find better items to go with this combo, and also defeat as many enemies as I can to farm up some gold. A majority of the time it's going to be nighttime in this game, and when it does the monsters will chase you down, you can't avoid them. So if you're low on health and you have no healing items, I guess you're just going to have to die. You can also find blade oil, which allows you to add specific things to your weapon. Those 3 things you can add are attack oil, armor oil and speed oil, and they will give you 1 point in each stat. So right now, since I've got the Elderwood Mask set, I'm looking for items with base speed, base attack or base armor. Unfortunately this shop didn't have what I want, so I've restocked it, but each time you restock the price goes higher and higher. I decided to pick up the Iron Rose. Whenever I restore health I gain 1 armor as well. So the current strategy right now is to just get as much healing and health as I can while I'm looking for base stats and just try to survive. When your screen starts shaking it means the next boss is about to appear. The next boss we're up against is going to be the Blood Moon Werewolf, and this boss's special ability is the lower your health the more damage he does, so you generally want to burst him down quite fast, which fortunately due to the Elderwood Mask set this was no problem. I decided here to pick up the Saffron Feather, which will convert speed into health as a general passive healing. And then we got very lucky here because we came across a hero's grave that had another Elderwood necklace inside, which if you don't forget, because we have the Elderwood Mask set, it will give us 2 in each area instead of the 1 it shows. So because we currently have 2 Elderwood necklaces, each one of those is giving 2 stats to both attack, armor and speed, and then because we've got the feather, every turn one of those speeds going to convert to 2 HP. I'm currently trying to decide if it's worth removing one of the items I've already got to replace it with an item from the jewellery box, and I come to the decision that it's just not worth it. So here from the treasure chest I get a vampiric wine, and I know there's a merge golem near, so I decide to take the wine and go combine the wine into a stronger version. So this is the golem that allows you to combine 2 of the same item as long as they're low quality into 1 better item. So now upon wounded I will heal 8 health back instead of 4 health back twice. So I free up 1 slot. So the next boss that's coming up is Blackbriar King. Blackbriar King doesn't attack, but every time he gets attacked he gains 2 thorns, and then when he's low on health he will gain 4 thorns instead. So the general strategy here is to once again just hit hard and hit fast and not stay in the fight too long. Or in my case, you can just tank a lot of the thorn damage with shields. Here I decided to pick up Tempest Breastplate, so then when I run out of armour I get a big boost of speed, which then converts to more health. So if I then lose my main protection in the armour, I've then got a backup, which is the healing. And then here comes Blackbriar King, a second boss. So as the battle starts, you can see all the stats being added on from the Elderwood Mask set. And then we go up to 8 damage. Every time you beat a main boss, you get 2 item slots to add new items into. And once again, I'm just looking for more raw stats that the Elderwood Mask set buffs, which is attack, armor, and speed. In my opinion, the game's got a bit of a balancing issue where early game's quite punishing and difficult. And no matter how you play the game, you just sometimes can't beat that boss, and you have to redo it. Until eventually you get one run where you do succeed. And then I come across this anvil and it has the best thing I could ask for, which is Featherweight Edge. Every time we attack, one of us speed's going to be converted into more attack. So hypothetically, the longer we're in a fight, the stronger we're going to get. Luckily, the 2 shields of the heroes can combine in the golem, which will free up another item slot, while also providing 6 shield, which is then doubled by the Elderwood Mask set to 12 base shield. So at this point, the entire build is based around the Elderwood Mask set, so I'm just running around the map collecting things that have base stats while defeating monsters. The next boss which is coming up is Leshen, which is the big bad. Leshen is quite difficult to defeat because it has a lot of health and it hits a lot of damage. Every single attack, Leshen will gain 1 more attack, so he scales from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, and so on, so if you're not prepared, you just get stomped. Leshen also starts out with 50 HP, 7 attack. But lucky for us, the build we've got, we're on 24 armor, so that shouldn't be a problem. We also have 10 attack. So as long as his armor doesn't get breaking, we should defeat Leshen quite easily. And because we have the Featherweight Blade upgrade on his Elderwood Rod, the longer we're in this fight, the more damage we're going to get, and every single time we attack, we're going to scale up by 1 damage. And there we go, we defeated Leshen. Or so I thought.